What's up everybody, another beautiful day in the Emerald Dream, and this is how to Mythic Tindral Phase 2, going over our overall strat and some prog tips. Now on Mythic in Phase 2 and Phase 3, during Tindral's treant form, 16 seeds will spawn, and players can only soak 1 seed each. Soak 2 seeds in a row and it's an instant wipe, and if you miss soaking even 1 seed, it's also an instant wipe. So naturally, this is where you'll rack up a great number of wipes over the course of your prog. Now you want to loosely assign each player a location where they'll look for a seed to soak. Keep in mind that this overlaps with Fiery Growth Dispel, so make sure to assign dispel targets seed locations near their dispel location. For example, range healers take a seed near the first dispel location. Other than that, we assign melee near boss, range spread a bit around, and a few high mobility classes like mages, warriors, demon hunter to not instantly pick up a seed and instead be ready to blink, heroic leap, whatever to a seed that you might have missed. There are a few things to talk about here to help minimize seed wipe. First of all, get a weak aura that screams, shouts, and shits itself whenever you've soaked a seed. Secondly, seeds are victims of server tick, meaning that if you soak one, you might not actually get the debuff the exact instant you soak it. So for example, if you move across a seed that isn't soakable yet, in order to get to another one, you might actually soak one of them without seeing it. And when you get to your intended seed, raid goes boom. Even the weak aura won't save you from this. Easy rule, never cross a swirly to get to a seed soak. Same thing if 2 players stand in the same swirl, wait for the seed to spawn. Don't move out and into another swirl, because the seed might get soaked and none of you get the debuff instantly, so you both go, hey, I'm gonna soak another one, and then you go boom. So if you go out as seeds spawn, always go directly to whichever swirl you intend to soak. And if you go out after they've spawned, this is less of an issue, but it can still happen. For example, if say 2 players run into the same seed at the same time, weak aura pop might be a little delayed, so you run into another seed again and boom. So always be aware of that. Now on that topic, some of the seeds overlap with dragon riding, so when you slam down on roots with your dragon, stop for 1 second before you run out to soak a seed. This is in case you land on a seed close to one, in proximity of, just give it a second, then start running. And the last thing on the seed topic is do not go for the hero play. If a seed is near you, grab it. Don't think, oh, but I'll take another one further away to help the raid. Just grab a seed fast. It makes everything about it easier. It doesn't matter if you grab one that spawned right on boss or one 10 yards away, because the easy seed needs to get soaked anyways. And the faster you soak them, the faster you'll notice if there's any seed that are far away or that you've missed or spawned near fire, you name it. Which also makes it a lot easier to notice and for these speedy classes to blink in and save the day. So no hero plays unless you're one of the fast high mobility classes assigned to it. So yeah, soak all the seeds as fast as possible. Don't go for the hero play. Now that we've de-seeded Phase 2, let's break it down step by step. Starting off with the Intermission shield. We pop Bloodlust here, but you can also pop it after the first set of seed to help healers out, which can allow you to prog further. However, at some point you want to swap to lusting the first Intermission shield, as it will net you a lot more damage overall. Now as soon as the shield breaks, we move a boss further back to gain a bit more space for the dispels. Some guilds don't, but we felt it made it less risky as far as space goes. After a bit, you'll get your first dispel and roots. Deal with it the same way as in Phase 1, using the same Dragon Rider teams as in Phase 1. Use the minimap to navigate towards your flare bomb, makes it a lot easier finding the right one. Now during the roots, Tindral goes broccoli form and casts your first set of seeds. Now as long as the Dragon Riders are reasonably fast, then the roots will always break just as the seed swirl goes out. So run out, get seed. Always look around for a missed seed soak, or if a seed is covered in fire or anything like that. The seed will never spawn in fire, but it can spawn close to a growing flame patch, so the fire will eventually cover it, which makes it a lot more difficult to see. Now I greatly recommend binding the new ping, so you can spam ping on seeds. If there is one, that might be an issue, or when there's just one remaining so you can find it fast. Now as soon as seeds is done, you get the second set of dispel into falling star raid damage into new seeds. This overlap hurts a lot, so it is a great place to pop a defensive or self heal. It's also where you can healer lust during prog to help out. For this set of seeds, it will overlap with roots going out at the end of the seeds, so it is important to soak fast and get into position near boss so you don't get rooted far out. Following these roots, or during rather, you get dispel set number 3 into a new set of roots and dragon riding into seeds. For the third dispel, if possible, you want to free them, break, or pre-immune the healer or healers that get dispelled first. This is just so they can be pre-positioned under dispel mark, otherwise they gotta go fast as soon as their roots are broken. Now for the new roots into seeds, riders, keep in mind to stop for a second before you run out to soak, so you don't accidentally double soak. Then just dodge, swirl, and smash boss before you go into the second intermission. There is also an alternate strat you can do for the last set of dispels in phase 2, which is the third set. So what you do is, for dispel 1 and 4, or just 4, move their dispel location forward a bit so you get a nice little curve going. Because seeds can't spawn in fire, so you effectively box them in, making them less spread. The downside of this is that it is easier to accidentally double soak, due to them being more stacked and you've boxed in the space you can spread out on. So pros and cons for both. You can even do some wild stuff where you move all 4 dispels on that one into a full U shape. Now we did none of that stuff, but it is an option. Then when boss goes owl form, help off heal if you can to top people before intermission. And for this intermission, there's really nothing new. Tons of fiery balls that now move. Don't take balls to the face and get to Tindral fast. You want tanks and possibly one extra healer or DPS to take the scenic route on the side to pick up green orbs. Otherwise, everyone else just flies up in the middle, straight to Tindral. Gotta go fast. And it's time for phase 3. And that's pretty much it for phase 2. Now if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments or become a patron, Twitch sub, or YouTube member and get access to the Stankie Discord, where you can get help with anything rating related. Or if you just want to support my work, don't forget the usual stuff: like, comment, subscribe, slap that notification bell. It really helps me out a ton. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.